only 6 months from having 2 teenagers in the house. So that's kind of scary. From braces to cell phones, you've got sports, of course. There is a lot going on. Nick Foulks of Drake & Associates is here to help us a little bit on plan ahead, try to keep those extra costs under control. Thank you so much for coming in, sir.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
How much money are we actually talking about?
All right, let's get ready for some sticker shock here.
Okay.
Because on average, Americans will spend about $245,000 per child from birth till age 18.
Birth to 8.
So from birth to age 18, that's the amount we're going to spend. The most expensive years actually ramp up between age 15 and 17.
Ooh, so you haven't even gotten there.
Yeah, I got 12, 14, and 8. So,
yeah,
right.
I wish I had better news for you. But we do have a calculator on our website, wealthwisconsin.com, that can help you figure out what are some of the costs you could be expecting.
Because a lot of this, you're expecting it, right? Sometimes it's the unexpected things that get us.
Exactly. It's the extra costs that you see for things like extracurriculars. Everybody wants their kids to be active. They want them to be well-rounded. They want them to be involved. But what comes along with that? Costs.
Right.
So the average family spends anywhere from $100 to $500 a month just in sports.
Wow.
So, you might want to pick one sport. But anyway. But you have the sports, there's actually 20% of families in America spend over $1,000 a month.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
In sports.
Yeah.
But you got to think there's also art, there's dance, there's all these different activities that your kids can get involved in. But you need to budget that out and plan for how are you going to manage that? What are you going to do to cover the cost of those different areas?
Right. Even stuff that you think of, in your past that used to be free or relatively free now has a cost associated with it. Like school band. When I was in school band, it was free. Or you maybe pay $20 to go on the bus trip, right?
Yeah.
Now there's uniform costs, there's travel costs, there's all that kind of stuff. So things are getting more expensive as we go along too.
Yeah, absolutely. Costs are rising everywhere. So we have to start accounting for that and figuring out, okay, it's not just budgeting for the diapers when you're starting or some of the school clothes, it's the school activities as well.
Yeah.
Tie up
and these days it's things like cell phones, right?
Oh, yeah. Mom and dad are usually footing the bill for the cell phone package, and that on average is about $200 a month for a family.
Wow.
The nice thing is we have a lot of unlimited plans out there today. I remember that when I was growing up, it was literally you paid by the minute. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah,
You paid by the minute.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm almost there. I gotta go.
At the end of the month, you just stop making calls.
Yeah, that's
Got
so
your new minutes back. Yeah.
Exactly. So with that in mind, you have to be willing to do your homework. Research, see what other plans are out there. There's a lot of different family plans available. Be willing to switch carriers if there's a new plan available that makes more sense for your growing family. And then also remind, if you've been with your company for a while, remind the representative of that and say, hey, I've been here for a while. I was wondering, can we work on this price and maybe move some things around?
And most of them are actually very good about that. If you call in and just say, look, this is getting crazy, they'll work with you.
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's always negotiable aspects to majority of the bills that we're paying out there or how we're going to pay those bills.
All right, here's another one that might creep up on you. Car insurance.
Yeah.
Car insurance. Yeah, it's so funny because it's an exciting day for the teenager when they get their license, and it's a terrifying day for the parent when they get their license.
Yeah.
I think it's funny now when I'm out on the road and I see a teenager behind me, I'm like, how are they driving? They're so young.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did anybody give me a license at that age?
Right.
But it's no shock that on average you see your premiums go up by 80% when you have a new or young driver added to your insurance costs. So check into it with your representative. See if there's a discount for good grades. A lot of them, if you can maintain a 3.0 average, there can be a decrease on the rates for your teenager. The other thing, just how I grew up, my parents said, here's the thing, we're so happy that you got your license, but you're also going to need to get a job now so that you can pay for your gas, you can pay for your insurance. It's additional responsibility for the kids to be responsible with having their license.
But the good news is you can drive yourself to the job. So and you can drive yourself to the orthodontist because braces is another huge expense.
Oh my goodness, yes. Anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000 for braces.
And $3,000 is the low end.
Yeah, that's like maybe a couple teeth just need to get it together, right?
Exactly. A tooth.
We just need to correct one.
Yeah, well, really good straight one there.
So when you're thinking about that, check with your insurance because some of them will cover 25%, they might cover 50%, and a lot of orthodontists will actually work with you on your plan. Some of them will have an increased savings, maybe knock off 10% if you pay early before that 2-year period, which is the average time frame for having braces. Other ones will say, that's fine, we can work on a payment plan so that you can be complete by the time that you're done with your braces. So a lot of ways you can work around that
Do your homework, once again.
Do your homework,
All
see
right.
what's available out there.
Finally, this is alarming. Prom. Prom ain't what it used to be,
No.
is it? This is like a big deal now.
Yeah, Prom has some serious sticker shock again.
Yeah.
On average, it's a $900 night.
What? Are you kidding me? That's crazy.
Yep, $900. And so, a couple things for us to think about there. For your kids, see if there's a way that they can be unique about what they're going to do for prom. If they're going to get a limo, can they team up with other young people to be able to share the cost of that limo? Or is there unique dinner plans you can do, an in-house dinner perhaps?
Sure.
Something like that. But also, maybe this is a great learning experience for them. Maybe say, I'll meet you halfway on prom. I want you to be responsible and save some of your money to help foot the bill for some of that.
Or maybe their limo can have the letters MCTS on the side. Just take the bus.
Your poor children.
I know.
All right, Nick, thanks for being here again.
Always
We've got a link to his website from our website. If you're still sitting there in sticker shock,
Yeah,
what
that's
do
right.
I need to do?
Best birth control we ever gave.
All right, we'll be back after this.